Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about winter skincare. The weather outside is flipping freezing and it's time for us all to change up our skincare routine. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite products, some of my favorite skincare ingredients that I like to use during the winter months. If you are new here and you love skincare, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can also ring the bell if you'd like to be notified every time I upload a new video. So I'm going to get started with cleansers, which you don't necessarily have to change up in the winter. It's not something that I necessarily always do, but sometimes I like to do that. So during the summer months, I might use something lighter like a gel cleanser, and then during the winter months, I'll go on to something slightly richer, such as a balm or an oil. I know at this time of year, I definitely plan to add some richer cleansers to my routine. I absolutely love the Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm. I think that that is such a nice, luxurious cleanser to use during the winter. It's really nice and thick. I actually did a review on the cleansing balm and the Moringa Light cleansing gel, which I will link up above. It's also a really nice time of year to kind of indulge in oil cleansers. They're really good as part of the evening skincare routine as well, and they just help melt the makeup and SPF from the day and also help clean the skin. If you're looking for something a bit lighter but also nice and nourishing, I do really like the Ordinary Squalane cleanser. I think that that is a really good cleanser for all year round and for all different skin types, and that will also be really good during the winter, and because it has got the squalane in it, it will nourish and moisturize the skin. Another great thing about products from The Ordinary is they're super affordable, so it's not going to break the bank. Hydration is super important during the winter months. I really like something like the 7 Skins method. Korean skincare methods are really, really good. I actually also did a video on a 7 Skins method, which I will link up above. But basically what that involves is just adding very light layers, multiple layers of a hydrating toner or essence. Toners and essences are really, really good at this time of year because they will just add a light veil of hydration. I think that some of the Korean and Japanese skincare brands are really good ones to look out for. I love shopping from yesstyle.com when I want those types of products, and they have all sorts of really, really good brands. I love the Pyeongkang toner. I believe that that's from Korea. It's really, really affordable and it helps keep the skin lovely and hydrated. Another favorite of mine is the Laneige Cream Skin, I think it's called, and it's basically like a super lightweight essence, but it's like a milky kind of color. I'll put a link to that and all the other products that I mentioned in the description box below. That is super, super hydrated. So if you've got more combo skin, it might be a little bit too heavy for you. But if you've got dehydrated or dry skin, then that is a great product to look out for. During the winter, it really does help keep the skin lovely and hydrated, and it's also nice and lightweight. The next thing is water-based hydrating serums with hyaluronic acid or glycerin, or preferably both of those ingredients in them. I also like to cocktail water-based serums with peptides in, which will help with the anti-aging. One that I'm really, really loving right now is the Collagen Booster by the Inky List that has got hydrators and it's also got peptides in, so that will have multiple benefits to keep your skin hydrated, and with the added addition of the peptides for anti-aging. Another favorite of mine is the Hada Labo Hyaluronic Acid. I really like the Japanese version that you can get from yesstyle.com, but I also like the UK version as well. They come in a huge bottle and a little goes a long way, so in addition to your face, you can use it on your neck, your arms and your hands, which is really important because those parts get just as dry as well. Another amazing hydrating serum that I absolutely love and is also very affordable is from The Ordinary, and it's called the Marine Hyaluronics. Regular viewers here will have heard me talk about that so many times. It's a really, really amazing lightweight hydrating serum that acts in the same way as a hyaluronic acid, but it is slightly different, and I find that it's super lightweight in texture without any stickiness whatsoever. I'm not a fan of the Ordinary hyaluronic acid. I find it really gloopy and sticky on the skin. It's not that comfortable at all, whereas the Marine Hyaluronics is the complete opposite. It's absolute perfection in my opinion, and I absolutely love it and highly recommend that you try it. Moving on to actives, I think that it's always good to exfoliate your skin during the winter. dead skin cells tend to build up quicker during the winter months, so it's really important to keep the skin exfoliated and hydrated as well. Now, depending on your skin type, that decides what type of exfoliating acid you are going to choose. But generally, if you are tackling oily skin, blemish-prone skin, acne, then salicylic acid is a good option for you. If you are tackling things like rosacea, then azelaic acid is really good for you. That is a really interesting exfoliating acid with multiple benefits. I did a whole video on the benefits of azelaic acid, which I will link up above. Just be warned, I call it Azelaic acid throughout the video, which is not how you pronounce it. Glycolic acid is a good all-rounder. I think that it's perhaps not good for sensitive skin types, but other than that, it is quite a good all-round exfoliating acid. It's got a nice small molecule, so it goes quite deep into the skin, works very quickly, so it's good for anti-aging, it's good for pigmentation, but it is also good for breakouts as well. Alpha H Liquid Gold is probably one of my favorite glycolic acid products. It's a nice lightweight liquid toner that gives the skin a tiny little sting when you use it, and I absolutely love that. Sounds a bit crazy, but it is really nice and it becomes quite addictive. So I suggest you try that. And then a slightly more pricier option in terms of glycolic acid is the Sunday Riley Good Genes, which I also love. In terms of salicylic acid recommendations, I think that the best place to go is either the Ordinary or Paula's Choice. Paula's Choice has a liquid version. They also have the 2% BHA gel, which I like. It's also slightly more moisturizing and hydrating on the skin. In terms of azelaic acid, there isn't that many products out there. Dr. Sam Bunting has some products with azelaic acid in. I haven't tried any of them myself yet, but I really, really want to. Other than that, The Ordinary has one, but it's in silicone, which I don't love that much. That's not the kind of formula that I would like to work with an exfoliating acid. Paula's Choice do have an azelaic acid booster, and in addition there is This Works Morning Expert pads which have azelaic acid and citric acid in them. I have used those myself and I love them. They are really, really good. Next I'm going to talk about retinol, because during the winter months I really do like to focus on retinol use and then kind of like ease up during the summer months. I do try to use retinol all year round, but I definitely go for the stronger products during the winter, and the one that is my favorite and that is so strong, and I've spoken about it so many times. I've done a couple of different reviews on it. I'll link one of them up above where I've been using it for 4 months. It's the Drunk Elephant A Passione, which is incredibly strong. Now, I have had so many comments on the review that I did on my channel, and many different people spoke about how they use it for their skin type. So lots of people cocktail it with some of the moisturizing products from Drunk Elephant or the marula oil from Drunk Elephant to kind of create a buffer on the skin. So if you are using a retinol product and it's a little bit too strong for your skin, then you can buffer it by putting a layer of moisturizer first, put the retinol on, and then you can put a layer of moisturizer or some oil on top. If you're looking for something milder and perhaps a little bit more affordable, then I highly recommend you check out the Ordinary retinol products. They've got so many of them. I actually did a review. I know I talk about so many reviews, but I have them all here on the channel. I did a review on the Ordinary 1% retinol in squalane, which I'll link up above. That is one that I really, really liked. I've compared that to more expensive retinol products that I've used from other brands, and I think that that is a really good option and it's such a good price point. It's worth mentioning that during the winter you still need to use your SPF. Perhaps you don't need to use one quite as strong as you would do during the summer, but either way you do need to be using an SPF all year round. I think I'll finish off by talking about moisturizers and oils. They're really, really important during the winter. Now this does vary depending on your skin type. As I already said, mine definitely goes on the dehydrated to dry side during the winter. That is the time when I do like to get my oils out of the cupboard that I don't use so much during the summer. I do really like the Votary Super Seed oil, which is very pricey but very, very nice. Another luxury oil that I absolutely love is the African Botanics Marula oil, which is absolutely lovely. I haven't tried the Drunk Elephant one yet, but that is definitely on my wish list. Some more affordable ones that I've tried and that I absolutely love is the Ordinary Rosehip oil. I've used that so many times and I absolutely love it. It's nice and calming, so it's good for sensitive skin types, but it's definitely a good all-rounder for multiple skin types. I've also tried the bee oil from The Ordinary, which is really, really good. It's got a slightly greenish colour to it, but don't worry, I promise it won't make you look like a zombie. In terms of moisturisers, I like to keep them super simple. I prefer fragrance-free versions that aren't too fussy. Moisturisers just provide surface hydration for the skin and they help lock the other hydrating products in. Two of my favourites are The Ordinary Moisturising Factors. Absolutely brilliant, you can't go wrong with that. It's also got hyaluronic acid in and amino acids. Another one that I absolutely love is the Glossier Priming Moisturiser Light. That is super simple, but it's actually really good and it's got a range of different ingredients that will nourish your skin. Don't be put off by the fact that it's called a priming moisturiser and think that it's perhaps just a primer for the skin. It's a moisturiser that can double up as a primer, but primarily it is a moisturiser that you can use morning or night. I didn't really touch on eye creams because I plan on doing a video that's dedicated to eye creams. They're definitely a non-essential part of anyone's skincare routine. I think that if you use a light enough moisturiser, you can do that around your eyes, or you can use serums as well. I think that it's just important that no matter what product you're using, you just don't get it in your eye or too close to your eye. I'm going to list all the different products in the description box below. I know that there's going to be loads that I've forgotten to mention and I'll be kicking myself when I'm editing this video, so anything that I have forgotten I will also link in the description box below, providing it's one of my favourites. Don't forget, it's an open conversation in the comments below. Let me know what your favourite products are during the winter months. I always love to hear your guys' recommendations. I've discovered so many brands and so many new products, and I've also learned so much from you guys just by giving me your thoughts, recommendations and experiences in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.